Huynh, where's your game, Huynh? Hi, my name is Trần I am a senior at Saigon University, majoring in English Linguistics, and this is a video about my 8-day trips to some of the most spectacular places in Vietnam. Starting from Ho Chi Minh cities, we went to Nha Trang, Quy Nhơn, Hội An, Da Nang, and Đà Lạt. So, let's go. We started leaving at 5:30 a.m. from Saigon University. After some traveling, we stopped for lunch at a restaurant in Cana. This is also where we first caught sight of our country's beautiful coastline. From there, we continued traveling along the coastline until we reached Nha Trang. Due to the inefficient time period, we couldn't visit Hong Kong as planned, so we went straight to the hotel. And had an amazing dinner. After making some new friends, we headed for ice cream. Huynh, where's your game, Huynh? Walking for a bit, we went to the night market of Nha Trang. And finally went back to the hotel in a jeep-like vehicle. Right outside the hotel, I met David. Mr. Trần Khánh and I'm from Saigon University of English major.
Yep.
First, can I ask what's your name?
David.
Okay. Where are you from?
Melbourne, Australia.
Australia. Vietnamese.
To come to Vietnam?
Yes, to visit this place.
I'm with a group of 6 people. I'm a member of a motorcycle club in Melbourne. And 6 of us decided to come here and ride a motorbike from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh.
Wow, that is a very long distance.
I know.
How's the trip so far?
That's good. Good. A couple of injuries, but otherwise it's good.
Amazing. So, besides that, is there any other interest that you guys have in these countries?
Okay, we are all Australian military or ex-military, and so we are visiting a couple of sites from the, you call it the American War, I think. Or,
Yeah,
we're visiting a couple of sites that are in Australian hearts, and because we're military, we're a military club. And we'll be seeing a few different sites where Australians lost their lives over here.
That must be a little bit sad for to do.
Oh well, I mean, it was a long time ago, but it'll be heartwarming for us. Yeah.
So how do you feel about our country?
I love it. It's a beautiful country, a really beautiful country. I thought it would be more third world, if that's not being rude. I thought it would be more third world country, but it's not. Quite modern. This city is quite modern. Hanoi is bustling. Beautiful city, Hanoi. I loved it. Loved Hanoi. I loved the atmosphere in Hanoi, and all the people that we've met have been very nice to us. The children on the road, they all wave to us as we ride through, and we've been through a lot of little villages and little back roads, and I love it. Very, very pretty. Love your big mountains.
Yeah, the nature,
beautiful.
So thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
Yes.
No worries.
It was very nice to meet you, David.
And you.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you, sir. I hope you have a wonderful and the rest of the trip safely.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I hope you all,
Yeah.
I hope your interview, I hope
Yes.
your schools go well.
Waking up on day 2, after breakfast, we started traveling to visit the National Museum of Oceanography. With over 20,000 specimens conserved, the place is a must-go when it comes to tourism destinations in Nha Trang. Here, I got to witness live marine creatures like sharks, turtles, and many kind of fish that I've never seen with my own eyes. Fun fact, do you know that we can change the turtle genders just by adjusting the temperature of the egg habitat? Cool, isn't it? But the protagonist of the place is the mouthing princess fish, or the red lionfish. It is a beautiful and deadly type of fish that is both attractive and scary. We also got a chance to witness for a 200 years old humpback whale skeleton that's 18 meters in length and weighed around 10 tons. Holy sh! Having conserved it over thousands of specimens, this place is truly astounding. I even made a small crude jokes when I was visiting the place. Hung, hung, hung. Imagine knocking them down like dominoes.
Can't even
Next, we visited Hòn Chăm Promontory.
join the Rock Johnson.
Yes, we're going to see the rock.
Yeah, the Rock. Join.
The rock? Yes, maybe the rock. We were first met with the Nha Trang Assembly Hall, home to many valuable documents and the performance of the ethnic musical instruments such as Đàn Bầu and Đàn Chanh. With crystal clear water, a beautiful and sad story, Hòn Chăm presented such a majestic scene and the mysteries of the stacked rocks. After reaching Quy Nhơn, we went to El Zar or Windy Strait, where we had to take a small ride from a vehicle to reach the place. Due to the strait being constructed with high mountains and a round shape, it was super windy, exactly like the name. The glorious of the mountain and the vast sea really got me thinking of how small us humans are compared to Mother Nature. Relocated to Hoi An on day 3. The beautiful ancient town of Hoi An is one of the world cultural heritage, recognized by the UNESCO organization since 1999, where we got to hear all about the culture and knowledge of the 90s from a super funny elders. Visited Chùa Cấu Bridge Pagoda, which is printed on the 20,000 Vietnam Dong bill, and we even got to visit Quảng Đông Assembly Hall, a super spiritual and awesome place. After arrived at our hotel, me and the boys played a little game to pick who's gonna be sleeping on the sofa. And of course, it was me. After trying galo and other specialties for dinner, my friends and I walked to Hoi An. The best of Hoi An is truly shown at night, when the locals lighten up their lanterns and the town just lit up like a gem shining in the dark. Every single house just gushed out the vibe of being stuck in the time from 50 to 60 years ago. It was a truly indescribable experience. Rain due to the very hard and heavy rain. It was raining dog and cat before. It's kind of all the way out. So yeah, pretty sad. But hey, check this out. So first, can I ask about you guys' name?
Okay, my name, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Elori. My name is Clara.
So, both you guys are French?
Yeah, French.
I really like your accent.
Oh, thank you.
So, how do you guys think about Vietnam?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
But the weather is not good.
well, it
Very
is
bad
a rainy season.
Yeah, everywhere.
It's very sad. So, is there any specific interest that interests you guys in visiting Hoi An?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Because of the lantern is beautiful.
Yeah, the land. How about the food?
Yeah.
How you guys enjoy the food? What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Lantern, light.
Right?
Pas lantern. It's a box. Small box.
Yeah, so the boat only active in the rain season. True. Well, thank you guys so much. Sorry for taking all your time. Day 4. Headed for Ngũ Hành Sơn Mountain. It was originally named the Marble Mountain, but Minh Mạng, the second king of Nguyen dynasty, has renamed it to Ngũ Hành Sơn, stand for the 5 essential elements in the Eastern culture: fire, water, metal, wood, and earth. Being one of the most famous tourist attractions to visit from both inside and outside the countries, the place is filled with caves, plants, Buddhist statues, creating a grandiose and sacred atmosphere. So, saying this water bottle cost me 20k. Why? Especially the Huyền Không cave. Bạn đang làm gì ạ? With a super wide space and a pipe opening to the outside, Huyền Không cave is really one of the lifetime experience for me. Went straight to Linh Ứng Pagoda at the Sơn Trà Peninsula with a unique architectural style and the tallest statue of a Lady Buddha. Linh Ứng Pagoda has become one of the most famous places for Buddhists to come and pray for good health and fortunes. Not only that, from Linh Ứng Pagodas, the harmonies of the sky, the sea, and the city created one of the most beautiful scenes I've ever seen. After dinner, we started to explore the city. First, we visited the Dragon Bridge. The Dragon Bridge has a special show at 9 p.m. every weekend where it breathes fire and water. Right after that, me and my friends start walking to the night market where you can find mostly everything from clothes to souvenirs, especially food. But since it was almost 10 p.m., we decided to head back to rest. Day 5. The whole day was spent traveling from Da Nang to Nha Trang before Da Lạt. Some say this is the most boring day out of all, but not a moment was boring for our crew and me. After breakfast, a birthday songs, and we start moving, but not before visiting the Nha Trang Stone Church. With a Western Gothic architectural style, the windows of the church are installed with polished glass. Lucky enough to see some of the Christians' children practicing their dance. Leaving the church, we started heading for Da Lạt, climbing a super long and high pass. We even got to witness the changes not only in temperature but also in weather. The first destination is none other than the classic Da Lạt railway stations. Known as one of the oldest stations in Indochina, the place survived with time and is now presented as one of the most ideal destinations for tourists. The last destinations of the day is Domaine de Marie Church. This is one of the biggest and most famous church throughout Da Lạt. Coated in a bright color pink, the church really has a romantic and peaceful vibe with flower ponds combined with chill temperatures. After checking out the stunning view from our hotel window and some dinner, me and my friends headed to the nightlife of Da Lạt.
Okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Huy. I'm from the Saigon University's of English Department. Can I ask about you guys' names?
Oh, I'm Erin.
And I'm Barney.
Yes. Where did both of you guys come from?
I'm from Ireland.
And I'm from England.
Oh, how did you guys meet?
We met at work. We were working in Italy and we met there.
We met in Rome.
That sounds amazing. Is this the first time you guys been here? You guys been to Vietnam?
First time in Vietnam.
First time in Vietnam, first time in Da Lạt.
How has the experience been?
I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it.
No, we've had a really, really good time.
Yeah, we were in the north. We were in Hanoi and
Sapa,
Halong Bay, Tom Kok. Oh, we loved it so much. And then we were in Hoi An, and then we come here.
We also have been into Hoi An, so
Yeah.
just a few days before.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan on going to anywhere else in Vietnam?
We're going to Ho Chi Minh City. It's final stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got to see that city and then have to leave.
Big tour of Vietnam.
Yeah. North to south.
Yeah.
So how have you guys been enjoying the food here?
We have really liked the food.
Really
it has
liked the
been
food.
very, very good.
Yes.
Any specific interest?
Yeah, so I like the pancake.
Like the rice pancake.
Yeah, the rice pancake. Bún cha.
I mean, banh mi, of course.
Banh mi, yeah. The noodles. Yeah, we really like the food. It's our favorite.
Eaten very well. Yeah.
Okay, thanks you guys so much for the interview. Thanks a lot.
After a chilling night, we headed for Chuk Lam Zen Monastery right in the morning. Since it was super early when we got there, the monastery gave out a very sacred and peaceful energy, along with the humming of the giant temple bell, the smell of incense, and the tranquil lake. All of it can really put the mind at ease. Saying goodbye to Chuk Lam Zen Monastery, we head to King Palace 1 and 3. Both are placed in the heart of a pine forest with flower pots around it and have a European architectural style. They were utilized by King Bảo Đại, the last king of the Nguyen dynasty during his time. Palace 3 is where King Bảo Đại and his family lived. The first floor is where the working happens, the meetings, banquet, etc. They were all solemnly held there. The second floor is the private area for him and his family, with the main bedroom for the king and a few for his wife, prince and princesses. Built by a French millionaire in 1940 and was rebought by King Bảo Đại father-in-law, Palace 1 is the headquarters, where he worked as the head of the state from 1949 to 1954. After being polished for sightseeing in 2014, walking in, the first thing that hit my eyes was the dragon rope being displayed in class. There's also room filled with documents, pictures, and writings about the mysterious number 13. The palace is a two-story building with a bright yellow colors and many rooms for different purposes. After a lunch break and a few hours sleep, we went to Lang Biang Mountain. This is the highest mountain in Đà Lạt, about 2,000 meters above the sea level. Here we came across a bunch of wonderful sights, such as the full view of Đà Lạt city, the epic scenery of clouds, and the decorations around the mountaintops. Going down to the foot of the mountains to our last destinations, where we had dinner and participated in an intangible cultural heritage, also recognized by the UNESCO, the cultural exchange of gongs with the ethnic people. The tour is practically over at this point, so I would like to express my gratitude to Mr. Hip, who has been driving me to all of my destinations safely and efficiently, Mr. Wang, who has been incredibly kind, and Mr. Tai, who has been with us the entire way. Throughout the tour, every day was filled with happiness and excitement, and it will always be a memorable experience for me.